Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Global Water Partnership for Southern Africa and the Africa Coordinating Unit, of which I'm chairman of the board, and on my own behalf, I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me. 1 in 3 Africans face water insecurity. About 400 million Africans have no access to safe drinking water, and about 700 million more do not have access to good sanitation. The economic and service sectors do not get the water they need for optimal performance, thus impeding socio-economic growth and development on the continent. You may recall in 2016, the then Secretary General of the United Nations, His Excellency Ban Ki-moon, and the then President of the World Bank, Dr. Jim Kim, established a high-level panel on water. In its report in 2018, the panel recommended the establishment of a water investment program for Africa. In the pursuit of that recommendation, in 2019, the African Ministers' Council on Water directed that the Africa Water Investment Program be conceived. Subsequently, the African Ministers' Council on Water Secretariat teamed up with the African Union Development Agency, NEPAD, the African Development Bank, the Global Partnership for the Global Water Partnership for Southern Africa, and others to undertake the work of conceiving and developing the Africa Water Investment Program. This work was successfully concluded, and in February 2021, the Assembly of African Heads of State and Government of the African Union endorsed the Africa Water Investment Program as part of the African Union's Program for Infrastructure Development in Africa. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, huge sums of money are required to implement the Africa Water Investment Program. The African Ministers' Council on Water estimates that about $30 billion would be required to be invested annually to be able to meet SDG 6 targets on water and sanitation in Africa by 2030. On its part, the African Development Bank estimates that $64 billion would need to be invested annually to meet the 2025 Africa Water Vision for water security for all. Currently, water investments in Africa stands at between $10 and $19 billion, thus leaving a huge investment gap to be filled, whichever estimates one uses. It is with the desire to build the capacity to mobilize increased investments and financing to implement the Africa Water Investment Program and close the investment gaps that the African Ministers' Council on Water resolved to establish the International High-Level Panel on Water Investments in Africa. I am delighted to inform this August Assembly that the Global Water Partnership for Africa has joined hands with the African Ministerial Council on Water, AUDA NEPAD, African Development Bank, UNICEF, UNDP, and the Global Center for Adaptation to be conveners of the high-level panel. With those many words, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much for your kind attention.